So there is just a lot of superhero news lately, and you know, with the Avengers teaser and the Spider-Man teaser and the Dark Knight teaser and all these set photos and everything, who would have thought that for a movie that got pushed back to 2013 that doesn't come out for 2 years, they released the first official photo of Henry Cavill as Superman. Now, I've always really liked Superman growing up. When I was a kid, I used to love the original movies with Christopher Reeve, who was brilliant, as Superman. No one, in my opinion, will ever really be able to replace him. If there is such thing as perfect casting, I think that Christopher Reeve was that. He was just everything Superman needed to be. But I even like the old serial cartoon that they used to run on TV. I watched that a lot. And I even watched the Lois and Clark TV show with Dean Cain, which is corny, but when I was a kid I loved it. Superman Returns, which I thought was a good film that maybe got the tone of Superman a little wrong, but I still enjoyed it. And now Zack Snyder's working on the Man of Steel, and it's coming out in 2013. Here's the first look at Superman. Now, I personally actually really like this. It looks a little more like Superman's a little more angrier, and I like that. We need a Superman movie where he can fight and kick some butt, because really, the only good Superman movie that we've had where he does that is Superman 2. Because in Superman Returns, it's very much like Superman the movie. It was him and Lex facing off and all different types of obstacles that Superman has to deal with. But let's face it, Superman 3 and 4, yeah, he fought people in that movie, but those movies suck. So really, Superman 2 is really the only film we've been able to see Superman kick butt, and it was really well done for its time, of course. I really like the look of his cape. It looks very Matrixy. It looks huge and big, and that's good because in the comics, Superman's cape is supposed to be like an indestructible object that he uses to protect himself and other people. And in the other movies, it just came off more as like a piece of cloth. But in this picture, it looks a lot more like a formidable object in its own. And it looks like Zack Snyder's going to do a lot of visual stuff with the cape too, because he's a very visual director, and it might be really interesting to see some of the stuff he's going to do with Superman, because yes, some of his films kind of lack in the storytelling department at times, but they always look very good, and I'm excited to see what he can do with Superman. Also, the main symbol, it looks a lot like the earlier Superman symbol in the earlier comics where it was very fat and bubbly and everything, and I like it. It looks good. His suit sort of looks like it's made of bubble wrap, has little bumps and stuff all over it. That's kind of what Spider-Man started, I think, with the look of the non-fabric look, but more of a latex kind of thing going on. I don't know. I like it. What are your thoughts on it? I think it looks really cool. I can't really get pumped for a movie that doesn't come out for 2 years, but it's nice to see something that looks like Superman is being treated well. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. Tonight I'm going to see Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Stinking long title, and I'll let you guys know what I think of that later.